Nick gets out of the shower and walks.
Welcome everyone to the Saturday version of our live stream. Let me get started here. Get ready to go, and get it set up on TikTok. So right now we have Bitcoin sitting right around the $17,000 level. We're trying to get back to that huge resistance at 17.5, which obviously we at one point we used that as support for the longest time, couldn't hold it, and then we had that capitulation. Technically, I have that resistance at $17,570. That's currently my next macro resistance right now for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. To the downside, I have support that you got several bounces off of, at least two recently, at $16,550. So that's kind of where you have support. What I don't like to see right now on the daily chart, as you can see, the RSI is overbought, right? It's overbought. Let me zoom in a little bit more. It's overbought, pinned. So the rally is probably gonna get a third retest of 16.5. That's just based on that alone, it being overbought. We'll have to go look at Bookmap and see where the liquidity is at on Bitcoin. The 4-hour chart is saying the same thing, but you are in a small uptrend on Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. If I zoom into the price a little bit, that's a slightly higher high than the previous one. That's definitely a higher low. So right now, Bitcoin is forming an uptrend on the 4-hour chart. So that is a good sign. So if we do go into the 1-hour chart, made a higher high as well, obviously, and a higher low, completely reset. Now, short term, Bitcoin has to get above. It absolutely has to get above $17,030 if it wants to remain bullish. If it does not break 17,030, then the 1-hour chart would be showing a lower high, which would probably then carry over to the 4-hour chart eventually, and then this uptrend would probably be over. So the 1-hour chart, absolutely, for bulls to continue to be bullish for the rest of today, you have to see 17,030 bare minimum before it gets overbought to still be bullish. I like to see 17.1 or something like that, so it's a way bigger, higher high, but bare minimum to remain bullish today, you have to see 17,030 as we continue to get close to the overbought region. And it's I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen because it's only about not even 100. It's $90 away. It can definitely happen, but it's looking unlikely because on the 1-hour chart, you did just make a new candle, so you have probably another few hours before it gets completely overbought, unless we have a huge spike up. But overall, in the next hour or so, I would like to see Bitcoin get above 17,030 to continue to say that we're in this uptrend. So that's what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin. Let's go over to Bookmap right now. So right now, this shows me and it shows you guys where the price is at on Bitcoin and where all the orders are. To the upside, you don't see many sells. And to the downside, you see a lot. Now, I think I'm way too much zoomed out, but I'll zoom in a little bit. So you see you have a lot of liquidity at 15,000. You guys can see that in TikTok. You have a ton at 12.5. You have some a little bit lower. You have a lot. The most is at 10,000. So at 10,000, I've been saying it now for a while. 10 to 11,000 is probably definitely going to happen. 10,300 would be an 85% correction for Bitcoin from the all-time high. So I still think that's on the table. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, smash that like button and hit the follow button and subscribe if you guys are new. But yeah, so the next biggest area though of liquidity, if I zoom in a little bit, is at 15,000. You definitely have some at 16,000, but the most is at 15K. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm not going to say it's going to happen this month, but Bookmap has been right more times than it's been wrong. So I still don't think we're going to break 17.5. And if we do, then awesome. But 15,000, there's a lot of liquidity at 15,000. A lot of buys there, I should say. So I don't expect a nice bounce there. When we do get there, doesn't mean I don't think we'll go lower than 15K, but I do think if we go down to 15K, we'll get a nice bounce before we do roll over again and make a lower high. So that's it for Bookmap. Bookmap is definitely on the macro time frame saying we can go lower. And that's really what I care about. I don't really care about the day like today if we're going to go to 17K or whatever. I care more about, I do, but I care more about what's going to happen over the next few months because that's what really matters. That's the macro picture. That's where Bitcoin's going long term. So if you guys have requests you would like me to look at, let me know and I'll look at them. But yeah, so I did just do a video on Jasmine. Jasmine's kind of in the same boat as Bitcoin. So there's nothing really new to talk about with Jasmine, especially if you watched my video from an hour ago. If there's any other requests besides Bitcoin or Jasmine, I will look at it. One I would like to look at would be XYO, because I know I had a huge pump the other day, so let's go look at that. Yeah. Actually, it did, yeah. So it went to, obviously, penny's huge resistance for XYO. The good thing is you broke the downtrend. So let's go to the 4-hour chart right now for XYO. And it's almost like flagging out, like a bull flag right here. Not saying it's going to continue higher, but it is flagging out slightly. So I'll just draw this flag right here, and we'll see what happens. That's kind of it. You could almost, it's not really a falling wedge, but that's a bull flag. So we'll see what happens. You also have this, obviously, support, but until you find your actual bottom, I can't really draw that upsloping support line just yet. If you move out of here to the upside and break a penny again, then obviously you can probably draw an upsloping support. But for right now, I think it's too early to do that until you find your next support. But XYL looks really juicy for a continuation to the upside. Look, it's made a higher low now as well. 4-hour chart's completely oversold, and you're going higher. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart is doing the same thing. So I like what I'm seeing. It's obviously making lower highs in the 1-hour chart. But that's because of the bull flag it's in right now. So right now I'm liking what I'm seeing on the higher time frames for XYO. Let's go back to the daily really quick. Daily chart still is completely overbought though, so it's a very dangerous trade in my humble opinion, because yes, it's made a higher high for sure finally, but now you want to see a higher low. And the higher low would have to be, you could not lose 0.3 of a penny, and that's like, yeah, you couldn't lose 0.3 of a penny to remain bullish. And I would actually probably say this upsloping or downsloping resistance line that you broke, you would now want to hold support. So in my opinion, you won't even want to lose 0.4 of a penny if you want to remain bullish on XYO. So that's what I'm looking at. XYO looks good on the 4-hour chart. 1-hour chart, it looks okay. Daily chart does need a correction though, so it's pretty high risk trade if you do enter it. Not financial advice, but the 4-hour chart does look juicy in a bull flag, so we'll see what happens. Let me get the measure move for that, by the way, if it does want to take another move to the upside. Measure move from top to bottom, I'm not going to use that wick. Measure move is around 1.2 cents for XYO, so we'll see if that happens in the coming days. I was here on, what day was it? Well, I've been going live every Saturday. What day was it that I was here? Oh, I wasn't here Tuesday, but I was here Monday. I went live Monday instead of Tuesday this week, or last week. It was still technically the beginning of this week. So I was here Monday. But anyways. Okay. You want me to look at YFDAI, which I think is a stable coin, but I'll look at it. For one day, no reason now, really. It already 200x. Maybe it's not. YFDAI. Okay. YFDAI. I know DAI, I think is a stable coin. Maybe it's not. So this is on KuCoin. Let's just look at the weekly chart and see what's going on with it. You said it did 200x. Oh my god. What is the market cap for this? YFD. It looks like very low liquidity is all I'm going to say. But maybe it's not. Let's look. Market cap, volume is 700. Okay, so 700,000 is not it's not that low really. Market cap's 266,000. But the chart looks crazy. It went from, what was this? From like $28 all the way to $6,000? Huh? 21,500% return. Now that's a ridiculous wick, but it still closed a daily candle, or a weekly candle, I should say, at that price, which was still 5,600% gains. That's ridiculous. I don't even... All right, so I guess we'll see what this is all about. It seems really sketchy, but 4-hour chart overbought, made a lower high, so it's obviously in a massive downtrend now. 1-hour chart, kind of the same thing. Let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart has just been straight red candles. It seems like there's probably a lot of manipulation. Last time I saw a chart like this was Luna when it just dumped, and it was all red candles. That's what it reminds me of. I can't, I mean... Yeah, I don't know how much TA you can really expect with the coin, though, with under $1 million volume and market cap's 300,000. I can't do really TA on it. It's extremely high risk, and we'll just leave it at that. Ooh, okay. Then you want to look at One Earth now, too. So let's go look at that. Weekly chart. This is all red candles too, but it looks more of a realistic chart. It just looks like it's beat down to hell. Trying to get, a bottom here. On the weekly chart is overbought though, and it's a much lower high. So obviously you can see it's overbought on the weekly chart, and it's probably going to roll over again. That's definitely a lower high. So One Earth, what is the market cap for this one? Market cap for Earth Fund, which I think is One Earth, 382,000. Diluted market cap. Okay, volume is 1.4 million. This one still seems very bad because it's it's overbought, and it's already down like probably 99% from the all-time high. Doesn't this tell me how much it's down from the all-time high? It should, maybe. I would think. I think it does. All-time high was almost 99% lower. All-time low is it's up 600%, but it's still very high risk. Maybe not as much as the previous one we just looked at, but this is still very sketchy territory. Daily chart. So weekly chart looks really bearish. Daily chart is oversold with a higher low. Yeah, I'm not saying this is going to do a 600x, but it's crypto. You've had a huge move up. There's your pole. Here's your flag. It's kind of flagging out. It looks okay for a run up. It's not the best bull flag, but it is definitely flagging out. It's getting pretty tight. Let's zoom in to a smaller time frame, such as the 4-hour chart, and see what we see. This is actually one I'd watch, though. It is on KuCoin. Now, the 4-hour chart is overbought and made a lower high, but it is in a flag, so that's to be expected. I'm not going to even look at anything lower than the 4-hour time frame on a coin like this. Actually, I will. 1-hour chart's made a higher low now, so this is kind of interesting. It's very high risk. It's definitely just gambling if you're buying this. But One Earth does look like it could make a move up. It also, I like this. I just noticed this now too. It's above the 200-day moving average, trying to now use that as support. One Earth it's sketchy in the weekly chart, but the smaller time frames actually look okay, especially the daily chart. So One Earth actually could be something. I'll watch this over the coming days. One Earth does actually look okay for a move back up. There's a user who has a build extremely large short position. For the first one, you mean? Are you talking about the first coin? It says, greetings, legend. What's your thoughts on LSS? Let me look. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Crap, sorry about that. I don't know what LSS is, but let's look, I guess. It's on KuCoin. Weekly chart. Looks horrible. I've looked at this before. Last time I looked at, we were at 59 cents. Here we are at 13 cents now. I don't think that's going to do us much good. Well below the 618, which is at $1.04. The next resistance as far as fibs, which I haven't used fibs in a long time, is a 7.6 fib, 70.76 fib, I should say, at 60. We'll call it 70 cents. So daily chart, weekly chart's pretty low. Daily chart, I have to zoom in now to see if it made a lower high or not, or higher low. Yeah, it's not. It's it got overbought there, lower high, lower low. So obviously that daily chart doesn't look good. 4-hour chart, have to zoom in even more. 4-hour chart overbought again. Basically made a double top. Couldn't give up the 200-day moving average, so I don't really like what I'm seeing from this one. One Earth of those three sketchy coins that we looked at actually looks the best. So I'm going to go back to One Earth, and I'm going to actually just watch it throughout the day. And if something crazy happens, I'll make a video on it on TikTok and YouTube probably. And this is another coin I'm watching is Mooney. I'm not in it right now, but that's another one I'm watching. So, if there's any other requests, let me know. I am going to watch One Earth today, though, because it actually seems interesting. I think yeah. Sorry about that. Appreciate the likes, by the way, on TikTok. How is it going? XOOOX, a lot of O's. Hey there, each 19 million order is for a different amount. There would need to be enough coins for each price point to be filled at 19 million coins. Gotcha. So Matic had an alert go off as well. So check YouTube. How's it going, Chad Jeets? OHMI is one request. Tyrant and BC. Are these coins? OHMI. I'm assuming these are all on Dex Tools. Oh, this one I can actually chart, I think, maybe. Yeah, I can. I don't know what this is. The price is like next to nothing. 4-hour chart, it is pinned. OHMI. Maybe I can look at this better on Dex Tools. OHMI. Market volume is 800,000. Market cap is almost 1 million. What is this? This is interesting. You got okay. So the 4-hour chart's completely overbought, as you guys can see right there. 4-hour chart's completely overbought. Needs a massive correction. 1-hour chart, same thing. I would not ape into this just right now because it's just in a straight uptrend. I don't know what this is, but this is again another coin I'm gonna actually pay attention to after this video. Let me do something really quick. Is there any videos on YouTube? This is kind of what I do sometimes when I see a new coin that I'm interested in. Is there any videos about this cryptocurrency on YouTube? No. Nope. But this is one I'll watch. I don't know what this is, but the chart's just going straight up. It's up 600% today. That means the market cap was around 100K yesterday. Maybe a little bit higher. Because market cap right now is probably almost 1 million. Wow. This is one that I'm gonna be watching the rest of the day. This is one. This is my favorite coin that I've seen so far. Is OHMI. What is the other request you got? Tyrant. I'm assuming these are all on. I'm gonna add this to my favorites. TYRANT. TYRANT. This one. So we'll start on the daily chart and see what's going on with this one. This one had a nice run up. Now it's in a downtrend. Daily chart made a lower high. This one's in a downtrend right now. The 4-hour chart, same thing. Lower high, lower low. So nothing crazy about that one. And the other one you wanted me to look at was BC. BC. I don't. Do you have a? Is that on Dex Tools? Let me know. And EY Vision Pulsed. Do you have the contract address for this, or if it's on? What? Let me know at least what platform. If it's on KuCoin, just let me know that. If it's on Dex Tools, let me know that as well. The other ones I could find. Some of these I probably can't find with the weird names and everything. So let me go back to this. So if there's any other requests, let me know. But yeah, I would definitely say the ones that I'm going to watch now today is One Earth Coin and what was the other one? OHMI. So those are the two that is actually interesting to me. OHMI, even though I said you shouldn't buy it, it is continuing to go up and continuing to rally. Do they have a Telegram? I'm curious to what this is. Tap here to verify I'm not a bot. I feel like a bot could probably verify that, but okay, we'll pretend like it makes sense. Let me join the group and let's see what this is. I mean, this doesn't really explain anything. Usually the Telegram group has like a description of what it is. But anyways, I would definitely check into this a little bit more. OHMI, it looks like it's probably going to hit $1 million market cap very soon. I guess right now it's at 920,000. But we'll see what happens. 950,000, just like that. This is actually one I'll do more research on and maybe make a video on it if it's something that's interesting, because it looks interesting right now as it's just going absolutely parabolic. I don't think you should probably buy anything that's up almost 700% for the day, but it is something very interesting to look at. With that being said, guys, BC is wrapped Ethereum. Okay, you got the 4-hour chart, which is overbought, made a lower high. You got the 1-hour chart, did the same thing. So again, that's a massive downtrend. So this is about to hit $1 million market cap. So with that being said, guys, if there's any, I'll do one more request, and then I'm going to get on out of here. I will be back live later this week. And if you guys, feel free to join the Telegram group where I always tell you when I'm going live. That way you can get to know before anyone else. I always go live on Saturdays at the same time, but sometimes during the week it's always different times or days, just depending on when I have free time. So if you guys are new, appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. And if we go back to Bitcoin to wrap things up, Bitcoin is, it has to, so at the beginning of the stream I said Bitcoin has to hit $17,030 to remain bullish. If it doesn't do that, then the 1-hour chart's bearish, then the 4-hour chart will probably be bearish, and then it's probably going to break this upsloping support we have. So we'll see what happens. But if you want to remain bullish in the next hour or two, I would say Bitcoin has to get back above $17,030. If it does that, then the next resistance is 17.5, and to the downside you have support 16,500. My top 4 for a long-term hold would be Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, and XYO. If I had to do a 5th one, I don't know. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the likes as well. I don't know what the 5th one would be. But someone is requesting me look at Tonic. What is this? I have no idea, but I don't know what Tonic is, but it doesn't look like any sort of coin that I've ever seen. That looks, I don't know, like an indicator. I don't know what that is. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here, and I'm gonna watch OHMI and One Earth today. So those are the ones I'm watching. Not financial advice. I'm not even saying I'm buying them, but just going to watch them just for fun today. One Earth actually could have a huge move up. So I have one more question before I leave. Can you buy One Earth on Uniswap? Probably not. So, all right. Well, with that being said, guys, no, appreciate you. Thank you guys for joining, and I appreciate you for your time. XRP, we'll look at that. XRP 3L and 3S are all the same as XRP. This will be the last one I look at. Let me go and start on the daily time frame. Daily chart, and it's in a downtrend. Overbought, it wasn't even completely overbought. Actually, it went to, it wasn't. It only went to 86 on the RSI. Massive downtrend. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, overbought, made a lower high, and is making lower lows. 1-hour chart, same thing. It's not even above the 200-day moving average on the larger time frame, such as the 4-hour chart, and the daily chart is below the 200-day moving average, which is currently at 40 cents almost. So to me, not bullish right now on this. Also, the next macro resistance I have on this is 47 cents to the downside. You have support at 28 cents. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. 28 cents is going to try to hold. The more times you test the support, the more likely you are to break it. If you don't hold that, the next support looks like is 10 cents. And I'm just basing this off of the weekly chart. On the daily chart, I know you have more supports than that. And yes, support at 17 cents as well. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed this video, appreciate if you like and subscribe. I'll be back live next week and probably make a few more videos this weekend, at least one or two more, especially if something crazy happens in crypto. But with that being said, guys, that's all I got. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. All right, so I'm going to end the YouTube live stream. Thanks, guys, for joining. Appreciate the one person that liked it. Appreciate if everyone else watching could like it, too, if anyone else is. But I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a great weekend.